What's up? What's up? What's up? If you are watching this, rewatching this, then just jump forward to 2 or 3, 4 minutes in. We should have a few people in here and we'll get going at that point. Hope everybody's doing well. Big week. It's been a big week. We got Diddy been locked up, uh, denied bail, everything else. I heard Diddy offered 50 mil as bail and he was shot down. He ain't going nowhere. He's done. Those Fed cases. And then I went to the ER earlier in the week, last week, and I'll be giving you an update on what happened there as well. Welcome in, welcome in. In my last video, we'll be talking about that one as well because the comments went wild on that one. So I want to clarify some things on that also. Welcome in, welcome in. Be sure to hit that like button if you would be so kind. Would greatly appreciate it. Helps to... What's up, G? Ended up in the emergency room earlier in the week, bro. I'll get into that here in just a few minutes, though. So, how you doing, though? You good? Three topics tonight. Diddy, my last video, and my trip to the ER earlier in the week, and what an update on that, what's going on there. So, yeah, we'll get going. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, G. So, where do we start? Let's start with the last video. If you've seen the last video, it's called The Woods Run the Department of Corrections. The white guys, the Woods, whatever you want to call them. And basically, I think some people misinterpreted what I meant in that video. In that video, what I'm talking about is a mindset. You know, if you're doing time, you have to believe that you are strong and that, you know, if the shit goes down, like it's a lot of it's indoctrination that's dropped on some of the younger homeboys. And I'm sure it happens in all the different collectives to where, you know, we're the strongest, you know, it don't matter if we're outnumbered, we're warriors type of stuff. And that was kind of the way I went with it. I think a lot of people didn't watch that video all the way to the end to get to the meat and potatoes of that. But yeah, that was the general idea with that one. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you're in here. I would greatly appreciate it, and share the live. Really helps to get the message out there. So there, yeah. Some people were talking shit, you know, and you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to engage with people in the comments because you know, I'm arguing with user 9642G. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody might want to give Sofa King a moment to collect his thoughts. One of my moderators, if you would. He's trying to be creatively racist in the comments. So, but yeah, Diddy was picked up this week on, appreciate that, Q. I guess Diddy was picked up. I didn't drop a video on it because everybody else is already talking about it. And really, what am I going to add? I've never been in the feds. So I don't know how that's going to go for him, but I do know he offered $50 million bond and they turned him down, and he's looking at like 20 to life, 15 to life, something like that. And there's a lot of high-end celebrities that allegedly have been to his parties. So not sure where that's going to go with that. Diddy did the Diddy with the diddlers. Yep. So I don't know how much, some of the people on that list are pretty big names in the hip hop and R&B industry and other industries as well. LeBron was on that list. Going to a party where adult activities happen, I don't know where the crime is in that if everyone is consenting. But if they assisted him in some of the stuff they're alleging he did, then some of them people might have some problems too. So looks like with Diddy though, dude's like already in his 50s, 20 to life. It's pretty much a wrap. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to end. But one thing I will say, one thing I've known from my past is anytime there's with my experience, it was more like RICO indictments, stuff like that. Not necessarily that I was caught up in, but, federal cases. The feds, they don't indict you just to indict you. When they indict you, you're done. Very few people beat Fed cases. You can Google that, like 97% success rate with their indictments. So I'm sure they have tons of evidence on dude. What's up, Tiger Boy? So, it don't look good for the dude. Now they're saying they found all this 1,000 bottles of baby oil and all these adult toys and stuff. I don't know what the crime with that is, but, so yeah, G says they charging him with sex trafficking and racketeering and something else. You said sex trafficking. Yeah. So, yeah, bringing people over state lines and stuff. And if there were minors involved, that's all bad, 20 to life, that's a long time. So, the thing with the feds is like you don't get good time and stuff, or not very much of it anyways, from what I understand. I never did time in the feds, so really couldn't tell you how that works. But, that's what that is. So he's, everybody's talking about him, a bunch of memes and TikToks and stuff on that. So that's why, hey, what's up, Monk? How are you tonight, bro? Yeah. Do all that if he's rich. Guessing it. Yeah, I think that, hey, glad to hear that, Monk. I think when you get to that level of wealth, I think you get bored, and, a lot of those people that are ultra wealthy tend to have some weird tendencies. So I think they get bored with chasing paper and they start chasing other things that they probably shouldn't because they feel like they're powerful enough to be above the law in a lot of cases, So, but anyways, so I went to the ER earlier in the week, and I'm going to read what they gave me. I am not a doctor by any means, but they told me some stuff that's a bit concerning. And, oh, yeah, Monk is getting ready for prom. That's right, man. Good luck with that. I hope it goes well, bro. Yeah, exactly. So don't worry about what I got going on. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself. So went to the ER, and this is for the people that follow me on the regular that maybe care a little bit. I know a lot of you do, so that's why I'm giving the update and for family and stuff. But they did a CT scan on me because I was having severe pain on the right back side. I had a gallbladder procedure a couple of years ago. It felt similar, but a little bit higher in the body as far as that goes. So, uh, I was having a little bit of trouble breathing. Like I just didn't feel good at all, no energy. So I went, they did a CT scan and they did an x ray. And the results they found were this: they found a pulmonary nodule. So I'm going to read from what they have to say. Uh, so, a pulmonary nodule is a small area of abnormal tissue in the lung. It's usually found on an x-ray taken for other reasons. It's a single spot lesion up to about an inch in size surrounded by normal lung tissue. Most nodules are not cancer, benign. But a nodule can be an early stage of lung cancer, or it may be a sign of cancer that has spread from another part of the body. When a nodule is found on the chest x-ray, you will need more testing to find out if it's benign or if it's cancer. To give your healthcare provider more information about the nodule, you may have one or more of the following tests, and then there's a list of tests. So, yeah, that's what they found. And of course, I jumped onto Google because Google knows everything, and started asking different, Google will tell you, like, I had to put Google down because I felt like I had 48 hours to live. And, I'm laughing about that, obviously, because, obviously I don't have 40, or at least I hope I don't have 48 hours to live. But so a little bit of a healthcare concern there, like I'm in my early 50s and, I've been smoking cigarettes all my life. It's what I've done. I also did meth for a long time and drank pretty heavily as well. So I didn't take the best of care of myself. And now, they found this. And like the paperwork says, they're usually benign, which is non-cancer. So I'm waiting to follow up with my healthcare provider. I'm going to try to get in there this week sometime. They have an appointment for me, but it's like 10 days away, which is crazy coming off of an ER visit, but it is what it is, So I'll be following up with them, and I'm sure we'll be doing some more tests so they can determine exactly what's going on there. And, I'll keep you guys updated. But I'm very optimistic that it's benign, and, we're going to keep pushing with what we're doing here, which is promoting sobriety. We got to take care of ourselves, guys. You live hard. There's hard results that can potentially come with it. Some people in their addiction never make it out, and some people do. And some people have some wreckage of their past that they have to deal with after they're in their addiction. So I don't know if this is necessarily wreckage from the past or, ongoing due to the smoking, but, I'm working on cutting back on the smoking. Like, I can't quit because I'll just want to kill everybody. Like, it just, I don't know. It's my stress relief. When I feel stressed, I light a cigarette, and it makes it better in my mind. So I'm cutting back on that. Like, I've been doing pretty good. I've about cut it in half as far as how much I was smoking. So that's something that I'm working on. And, like I said, we'll be following up with the primary care, and we'll, see what they got to say. And we'll just take it one step at a time. That's all I can do, you know? So, uh, still working and stuff. Like it was a rough week at work, like very low energy type of stuff. And I went home early Tuesday. Uh, no, not really, G. Not really. Not like when I was locked up. They did, Not really anymore. But real low energy week at work. Usually I'm pretty high energy. Haven't really been to the gym. I had to leave early on Tuesday night, and that's when I went to the ER. And like I just kind of squeaked through the week at work because just not feeling good, But yeah, definitely, Monk. Hey, you be safe out there, bro. Start doing Zen pouches. It takes the edge off. Supposedly no cancer warning. Zen ain't no sin. Yeah, I'll look into that. Common sense. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna be a work in progress. Like I look at it like I've been smoking like 40 years. So when I try to quit, like I feel like there's no oxygen, which sounds funny because the cigarettes don't help with breathing better, but it is what it is. Uh, Not really cold symptoms, G. Like it was more uh, like a pain in the back, like upper portion of the back, but in the back, obviously, kind of towards the middle. And initially, when the symptoms, yeah, and the pain would kind of wrap around a bit. But initially, when the pain came on, I had just come off a really heavy back workout, and I thought it was just like soreness from the workout. But after 2 or 3, 4 days, I said, no, that ain't what this is. So my wife was telling me you need to go get checked out, and being a guy like I am, like I'm good, it's all right. And I was at work that night and like just sweating from the pain, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go get checked. I'm gonna go see what's up with this and what it is. A lot of times you go to the doctor or the emergency room and you tell them what's going on with you, and you think you're dying in your head, and the doctor says, hey, you're going to be all right, and that's all it takes. Like this really smart person said, I'm good. uh I jog now after a big health scare. Cigarettes are no good, my dude. Yeah, I hear you, Tiger Boy. I did the vape before, but like I did it really didn't do anything for me, to be honest, bro. uh Maybe like those pouches or something might be a good alternative that I could look into. G says, hopefully it's just from the weights, but now that they see something, get it looked at. Yeah, no, absolutely, G. And that's the plan, So I'm working on trying to force my way into an appointment this week with my primary. They said they're all booked up, but I'm going to basically call them every day, and hey, any openings? Anybody call off? you know, Anybody cancel an appointment that I could slide into? Because I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to go to the primary and they're going to order more tests, which means that's another week to get those tests done and get results. And, like it's going to be 2, 3, 4 weeks before they tell me, okay, this is what it is or this isn't what it is. And like I said, I just got to stay off of Google because Google, you look at symptoms are, oh, I got that one, I got that one, I got that one. Oh my God, like I got stage 4 cancer over here. And that's not funny. I'm not laughing at cancer by any means. Cancer is a terrible thing, but I'm gonna be good. So we got to continue to do these lives every week, and it, keep on pushing forward. So now that we've covered that topic, uh, I mentioned it earlier about Diddy, and yeah, they got him. So he's in custody. Uh, yeah, no, I hear you, Tiger Boy. I appreciate the concern, but you know, so yeah, they got Diddy. He offered 50 million for bond, and they told him, Charlie Holmes, you ain't going nowhere. So he's yeah, he's gonna be no bail. G. He offered himself 50 million for bond, and they told him not gonna happen. So yeah, he's now they're saying that he's on suicide watch. That sounds kind of Epstein-ish, don't it? Somebody powerful in the sex industry, if you will. Like, not that he's powerful in the sex industry, but that sounds like what he's doing, uh, or what he was doing. Some sexual deviant stuff, and from what they were saying, it sounded like he was drugging people to participate in his freak offs, as they call them, and a lot of recordings and stuff. And yeah, exactly, G. So, I hopefully he ain't got nothing on the Clintons, or he's not going to make it through the week. And I don't mean to make light of that either, but there's from the list that I've seen on TikTok and stuff like that, and we all know how reliable TikTok can be at times, but if half of those people, I seen a TikTok where LeBron was saying ain't no party like a Diddy party. Jay-Z's on that list, Beyonce, J-Lo, like a lot of big names. So, if I think if they were just partying with them and indulging in adult behavior, uh, I don't see a crime in that. But if they were assisting in drugging people and doing stuff like that, like there's a lot of big names that could go down with this. And with Diddy basically looking at all day on this one, if he hasn't started talking already, he will be soon. So, you know, they said he's on suicide watch, and then his lawyer came out and said he's not suicidal. What does that tell you? You know, all of a sudden the cameras aren't going to work, and I think Epstein unalived himself allegedly in New York as well, in the federal building, which I think is where Diddy's at. So, all of a sudden the cameras didn't work and the guard fell asleep, right? You guys all know how that goes, But if you guys are new in here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out my videos. This channel is all about addiction and recovery. And, I tell stories about my life as an addict. And I wonder if he got that in his care package from his homeboys in there. No disrespect on that, but I know there's limits on those commissary lists, right? Like maybe he's got other people ordering it for him as well, so he can stock up. I heard when they hit his pad, they found like 1,000 bottles. Yeah, be sure to hit that like button while y'all are in here if you would. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So I dropped that video the other day about the Woods run the California Department of Corrections, and the comments went a little crazy on that one. People talking shit and stuff, and that's all right. Everybody's got an opinion, but basically it's a mindset is what I was talking about, and obviously a lot of people didn't watch it to the end, so that's what I was referring to. I'm not saying we run every pin in the state, but in our minds, we are indoctrinated with it takes 3 or 4 of them to equal one of us if some shit kicks off. And whatever it takes to get through the day is what you do while you are incarcerated. So that's my take on that. You know, obviously the power's in the numbers, but Q said that's why the Dollar Tree was out of baby oil. My kid said he uses trash lotion. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with everything. But yeah, I don't think Diddy's getting out unless he makes one hell of a sweetheart deal. But I don't see how that could happen. But with some of the names that are attached to that, like Jay-Z as an example, he's in charge of NFL entertainment, I think it is. Like he lines up the Super Bowl shows and stuff. If they proved that he was on those lists, that could affect that, and that'll definitely affect his bag. Not that Jay-Z needs the money or anything, but yeah, it ought to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Like I said, they got him on suicide watch right now. Man, anytime somebody's got dirt on powerful people, they tend to unalive themselves mysteriously, So, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if that news comes out sometime soon. He unalived himself, but I don't think that will be the case. I think they got silenced guy that can tell on everybody, basically. And I am definitely not an advocate for Diddy and the stuff that he's been accused of. So now, how will he do in prison if he makes it there? I don't know. I mean, the feds are different in the state. He'd have been done. But I'm sure they have him on keep away status where he is at, Yeah, that's what it sounded like. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. I wonder where Joel and everybody else is at tonight. Haven't heard from any of them. But yeah, that's kind of the update for tonight. I'm going to go and hit the gym with my son and my son-in-law here in a little bit. First time in like a week due to what was going on in the ER visit and all that stuff. Still feeling kind of fatigued, but Joel and Brody had a date. Okay. But I'm gonna get in there and try to push through it. They're doing legs tonight, man. They were, yeah, legs. I don't know. I used to do a lot of legs, but when I initially tore my rotator cuff, like I was on a serious leg kick with it, like legs all the time, But eventually that kind of wore off, and now, I'll go do legs though. I'm not afraid of legs. I want to get on that treadmill for a little while and just take a nice walk. And, a lot of times I feel better after on the treadmill. Like I ain't running or nothing. Don't get it twisted. But, I think that I almost always feel better when I come out of the gym. A few exceptions. When I tore my rotator cuff, I didn't feel better coming out of the gym that day. But yeah, definitely get the blood pumping, get the adrenaline going a little bit. and get to feeling a little better. So that's that's the plan for the rest of the evening. I like going to the gym late when there ain't nobody in there. That way I can just go and do whatever I feel like doing. But got a damn fly in here. But yeah, I hope everybody's weekend is off to a great start. Like I said, if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Uh, it did. I think it was it Eugene that was asking about the join button. Did you ever figure that out? Because I don't ever look at the homepage of the YouTube page. Damn fly. But I'm wondering, is there something I need to do to add that, or hey, there's Joel. Yeah, that's kind of my plan, G, is to call on Monday morning and just say, hey, did anybody cancel their appointment today? I don't care who the doctor is. I just need to get in and get checked it out, Oh, you didn't see it? Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can figure that out, and I'll add that into the front end of one of my next coming videos here shortly. Just been listening because I'm a real supporter. Unlike, hey, shout out to you, Joel. I appreciate you, bro. So, yeah, I'll see what I can figure out. I heard on iPhone, there's like 3 dots you got to hit, and then it drops down. So I don't know if you're on iPhone or Android or how that works, but I'll look at my kids' phones because they're all on iPhone and see what I can figure out with that. And like I said, I'll do something in the beginning of my next video in regards to that and how that works. Because yeah, I appreciate all the support from everybody. Like I said, do me a favor, hit that like button while you're in here. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel. So, yeah, just got an alert from Facebook. That was weird. This damn fly in here just won't quit. Jesus. So, yeah, so, hey, what's up, Dr. Disaster? How are you, bro? Hope you're doing well. He got to 4th base? Wow. Slid into home. You don't see the like button? There's 3 dots down at the bottom, I believe, that you got to hit. Well, I'm on Android. I'm looking at this. And actually, that says share, so that's not it. What am I looking at? I don't know. Maybe if somebody, or double tap to like Dr. Disaster says. Appreciate that, Dr. Disaster. So 3 dots on the top right says Q. Okay, it looks like, yeah, we're going up. Appreciate that, guys. So my girlfriend broke up with me, so I stole her wheelchair. Guess who's getting prone? That's a good one. That's good stuff, Dr. Disaster. So, anyways, so a quick recap if you missed earlier when I was talking about the ER visit. They found a pulmonary nodule on my lung at the ER earlier this week. I was in a lot of pain with my back, so I went to go get checked out. And so I got to follow up with my primary care doctor to find out what's going on with it. Typically, according to the paperwork I have, those are benign, which means non-cancerous. But, like I said, I got to follow up. They got to do some more tests and figure out what's going on. So I'm very optimistic that it is benign, in fact. And like I said, I'm working on slowing down the smoking, which I know is bad. Uh, I wish I could just put those things down and be done with them, but unfortunately, it's just not that easy. I know I've quit meth and all that stuff, but you know, I don't know. That's the hardest one, you know. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated, Joel. Uh, and like I said, once I get into the doctor and do my follow ups, I'll speak on it on another live. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But just feeling fatigued and a pain in the back is what took me to the ER. And like rough week at work. Like I do a lot of walking at work, and like it seemed the distance I normally walk when I move a trailer seemed like it was 10 miles, and it's only about 70 feet one way, and then 70 feet back to chalk the tires. So uh, yeah, it was a rough week, but once I wrap this one up, uh, I will. Once I wrap up this video, we're gonna be hitting the gym here, and we're gonna go hit some legs tonight, which I'm not excited about at all. But gotta get in there and do it, you know. Now, Joe said he was in the background listening; he just wasn't participating. He said he was here, so maybe he got in a few minutes late after I had talked about that already. But uh, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Uh, I anybody see the YouTuber fight between Tony and EBK? Tony from Stories Written by Current Prisoner. I've seen some clips of that. It looked like Tony worked EBK on that one. But Tony's had a few fights already from Stories Written by Current Prisoner, so that's that whole YouTube boxing thing. Like, I don't know, not my thing. But some of those guys do it to bring more notoriety to their channel, and they like all the drama of it and stuff, and YouTube beefs. Not my gig. Not my gig. Not something I'm interested in. All I'm really interested in is trying to help others to gain sobriety and keep it, basically, the way I did. Now, like I said, I'm working on cutting back on the cigarettes. Hopefully, I'm going to quit those here shortly. But it's a work in progress, It's weird. Like, I always look at it like, appreciate you, Q. I always look at it like you do something for celeb, you should celebrate Monk. Huh? I thought Monk dipped out a while ago. I was too busy doing. Wow. So yeah, that's pretty much the latest from here. Like I said, Diddy got popped. I didn't do anything on that because everybody and their mother's doing something on that, and I've never been to the feds, so I have no clue how that stuff works. All I know is that when the feds move in on you, you're done. People don't beat them fed cases. So, she says, box a YouTuber, huh? Not my thing. Yeah, that's not my get down. But you guys. So yeah, gonna be hitting the gym here soon. Hope everybody's weekend is off to a great start. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and you know, check out the videos I have up already. I have tons of videos up. Something should interest you. It's all about sobriety and you know, living that sober life. Like we can have fun being sober. We don't need to be under the influence of anything to have fun. So, uh, anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope everybody's weekend goes well. I'll either be on live again tomorrow night around the same time or Monday night. We'll just have to wait and see on that one how that works out. But you know, it's all about the foundation, like I always say. You know, like having good people around you uh, makes it so much easier to move forward with sobriety. So, anyways, everybody have a good evening and don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.